wanted to go ahead and do this video because Maria Tavares, along with Santa Muerte, stole my connection to God. Russian, I know it sounds crazy, different timelines. I do these because that is at stake. And it's serious, very, very serious. And something has to be done about that Topa in the spirit plane. Anyways, I need spiritual help. I wanted to mention that I saw Santa Muerte stealing late Elizondo Salazar, who is under Ilegua, U694, 695 hertz to see. Lord, this is crazy. It proves what I was saying all along about them stealing our black magic. Alright, with that being said, let me go ahead. I was planning on posting another video yesterday, but I'm like, it's too much. But anyways, in the middle of the night, I had Santa Muerte. I was trying to free Legua, whose real name is Elizondo Salazar. It's fucked up, the circumstances, and a lot of my shit fucked up consciousness as a result. The circumstances on what happened to that poor man, it's very, very similar to me, where Ilegua, from what I understand, was a poor slave who minded his own business, and he ran across, and it's funny, there's a lot of truth in these cartoons and movies. Jehoshaphat. Now, from what I understand, and that sounds Commission, I'm getting Commission jewelry just to, connect with my Egyptian ancestors and all of that, as well as African spiritual jewelry. There's a lot of power in symbols and all of that. To make a long story short, a lot of things go back to Kemet. This name here, Ha. All he would do is do drugs, and that's just a waste of life. Anyways, in the obstacle position, we got the Two of Wands. And I feel that you're facing a major event, a major situation that's very pivotal. It may not be that important, but it's important. And you got to make a choice. Seven of Cups is your present position. And I feel that with that being in the present position, Seven of Cups, that represents you going in a specific direction that could be auspicious for you. And you can't see it right now, but it's actually going to be propitious for you. It's going to mad work for you. Future position. It's funny, Six of Pentacles. You're going to get help. Make sure it's from the right source, but you're going to be getting a lot of help. So this in reverse, from the right people. King of Pentacles. That's the subconscious. And I feel that in the subconscious position, you're experiencing a lot of allies, but you feel like there's a block there. There's something blocking it. Judgment, future goals. And I feel that you're going to pass the test with flying colors. You don't see it coming. Advice card, Seven of Pentacles. And I feel that that connects to looking at a situation and looking at the whole of a situation. Energy that's all around you, the world. I feel that you're coming across a place where you have a lot of support, you have a lot of people that like you. I feel that you have a lot of allies. You also have a lot of people coming at you. You have a lot of support. Knight of Cups, Fears, and Hopes card. I feel that you have hopes for dashing into a situation, even though you kind of... I feel like it's a situation where you know better. And you're taking a risk, but you know it's the right one. Chariot, movement. Everything's going to work out. With that being said, if you want a more personalized reading, please contact me at ravenbyterra22@yahoo.com. Peace. Derives from Kemet. Anyways, Legua, I had an experience where he took on the form of my former archangel early this morning, who was part of the soul swap and all that. I don't want to go into too much details. And he came up on me, and it took my Cometian ancestors along with the Ars Goetia to block it. With that being said, as well as them roach spirits, they were blocking shit like a motherfucker for me, and they were helping my ass out. So like, nah, nigga, not today. They help me out. I love them. That's my little friends. I remember they had, I think she cursed me, the cockroach wisdom or something. And she one of the people, we used to talk about working with roaches. And, you know, a lot of us, I get scared on sight the minute I see one. I don't even want to touch it. But after this, I become a lot more sympathetic towards them. Like I found out during this curse, you know, there's different types of roaches. You got the white ones, and the white ones in the spirit plane actually help you forget things. The dark ones, I forgot, but the red ones are, well, I'm just going to go ahead and say it like this. When cockroaches die, unlike any other animal, rats are smart, by the way, and they're very, very good for removing negative entities. Roaches go straight to hell, just like flies. That's why you got your boy Beelzebub. That's one of my favorite, you know, Ars Goetia demons. And, one of my favorite Ars Goetia demons to work with, to deal, you know, because you put your ass back together. And make sure you put back together. With that being said, Alegua was a poor slave minding his own business, no soul contract, nothing. When Jehoshaphat came across him, and he saw like a poor old white guy, from what I understand, I thought he was a wealthy slave master. But what your boy does is, Jehoshaphat is, he takes a person, like he pulled him out of his body in the middle of the night through the white dude. Pulled him out of his body, just like RD almost did with me. That was some scary shit, because I'm already compromised to begin with. I just saw something fucking fly, like a blue fucking car, just woo! Down that motherfucker. But that's some scary shit. And he got blocked by the ancestors, Kemet, and, you know, my other ancestors, and Africans, but Hebrew, English, all that. Found out one of them is supposed to be John Smith or something, who wrote the Magna Carta. Some of them off the Mayflower. Anyways, in the Ars Goetia, you know, that what Satan did to me in them timelines, but I'm more Satanist than anything, because he was the one that gave me the opportunity to get some of my lessons, you know, to be on Rock Love with Bret Michaels and all of that back in the day when, you know, shit, you know, I was under curses through the Barron family, but this is nothing compared to what I'm dealing with right now. You know, I was told if I was to feel it, it would be no joke. With that being said, from what I was told, from what I heard, Jehoshaphat was a motherfucker. I mean, your boy was minding his own business and got pulled out his body by a poor white dude. At first, I thought he was a wealthy white slave master that saw his spiritual powers just like Zendaya and all them evil motherfuckers are doing with me and wanted to take my shit. Anyways, with that being said, he ended up in a hell realm. And just like in Astro World, you know, I saw it with the Swami brothers or something. The worst hell realms, and I try freeing people as well. Big little hand moving. The worst hell realms you could place a motherfucker in. Hopefully it's my dad. The worst you could place a motherfucker in is a living furniture hell realm. And there's actually a really, really damn good fucking article on Reddit. I forgot the name. That talks about a young kid spending time with his grandson, and he went into the underworld and he saw where his daddy was, and he was in the living furniture hell realm where they make sculptures and shit out of living people, living souls that are more real than what we are. That was some scary shit to come across that and be compromised. I got scared, I ain't gonna lie. And I've seen spirits, but be close to something that can fuck your ass up, that's pretty fucking scary. Anyways, with that being said, you did somewhere, you know, and I mentioned, Anyways, with that being said, he ended up, because he was the target, in a living furniture hell realm. And meanwhile, the white dude was placed in a lesser hell realm where it's not that bad. I heard that in one time line where I wanted to work with Elegua or something before my incarnation. He saw what powers I would have and he wanted to cover that. You know, well, so worse than Baron Samedi. I've experienced how it is. He kind of manipulates shit and then gets you to do something stupid, which you can't help in the situation. But a lot of them motherfuckers can't help their nature. But anyways, Elegua would have done the same thing with me. Basically, you know, unprotected compared to the life I would have been living. It just would have been constant fucking bad luck upon bad luck. And then I commit suicide and manipulate things internally for me to do it. That's from what I understand what have came about with Elegua. With that being said, from what I understand, funny I made them devil horn right. The white guy got placed in the hell realm where it was full of roaches or something, you know, white roaches, I think, feeding off of them, making them forget shit. It's awful what goes on with people in hell realms, you know. Like a lot of times, part of a person's consciousness will detach for another person for their next incarnation or reincarnation. Gotta curse me. With his past life self, which was a white cop, or his past life self, that means he fully incarnated, so out that hell realm. Heard that was going to happen with my grandmother, who was a very pious woman. But anyways, with that being said, that Maria Tavares, that's in, you know, I'm trying to work on getting rid of that wetback right now. Her and that Santa Muerte bullshit. I'm going to say something right now. Last incarnation, I was white. The other one, last one, Vietnamese. There's nothing better than being black. I love the spiritual power, the spirits, you know, the shit that we have around you. And yeah, I'm a MAGA cap wearing motherfucker, but I wear it for spiritual reasons. I understand the fucker's nature. I was explaining it in yesterday's video. Anyways, with that being said, you know, them motherfuckers that put this shit on me, they from what I understand, they open today. And you know, that's some evil ass shit to put on a person. They opened today, and you know, like I say, one of them killed a young black woman. You know, from what I understand, very, very conniving, evil ass motherfucker. You know, I'll just say it right now. That's why I don't really fuck with them damn people. You know, as I broke down on the other video the other day, I'm just, you know, them motherfuckers, their origins, evil fucking spirits. You know, the white man is their god because Quetzalcoatl, their demiurge, was shapeshifted into one. That's facts. Whereas this is why we're envied and this is why we're their rivals. You know, there's no black and brown unity. I don't believe in that. And to some degree because of what I've spiritually seen. We come direct from God, the demiurge, whose real name I know. The one that rules everybody else, his name is Yoda Bayo. But that's just one of many names. I ain't going to say what the real one is because I ain't going to put the docs out there. It's a lot of occult knowledge that I have. It's a lot that I learned during this curse. I got Ace of Cups right here. But we come direct from Demiurge. Again, he has skin of bronze and hair of wool. Whereas theirs, from what I understand, anytime you derive from a white god, that's a curse. That means you cursed. That's another thing I learned in the spirit plane. I don't fuck with them motherfuckers to some degree, especially, after this, with all this, that Santa Muerte shit, that's a topa, that's a thought form. We could easily eliminate that. I felt with my Cometian ancestors, even my fucking white ancestors, who from what I understand, fuck with Baron Samedi. I got one that looked like Keanu Reeves and shit, all from Great Britain, the British Isles. That's something spiritual. That's why the headquarters of the Illuminati is located in that motherfucker. They have their origins in Kemet, and I was shown that how it worked. I was also shown too. I heard that you've seen the pictures, but it was corroborated what I saw. There were black people over here, and there's depictions of darker complexion people in Britain and all of that, and it's something to do with back in the day in Kemet. You got exiled for doing dumb shit. And they would teleport you over there and block you from being able to come back. That's what I was shown. It's some deep shit that I got. Some deep shit that I know. With that being said, sorry. Is there, dark heart, that melon. Anyways, with that being said, Santa Muerte, my road spears and all that, we put out fucking, what they call that word? Frankincense and myrrh, and that detours her. I remember one day getting a round black obsidian ball. And that got rid of her. Maria Tavares, 960 hertz, by the way, is great for getting rid of energy vampires. That got that bitch right up off of me. So with that said, we're going to do these cards. We got 7 of Cups right here. We got 6 of Pentacles. We got 2 of Wands. I keep seeing 7 of Cups. I just wanted to start singing Britney Spears just now. I was a rock fan back then, grunge, and still am. Not just Kurt Cobain. You had Collective Soul and all of that. I want to say Primus. That's one of the lesser known bands. Alice in Chains is corporate, but they were good. Good singer. But funny how that nigga died. He died because all he did was like motherfuckers were trying to get me to heal me and put me together, all this unnecessary shit, lying in bed. All he would do is do drugs, and that's just a waste of life. Anyways, in the obstacle position, we got the 2 of Wands. And I feel that you're facing a major event, a major situation that's very pivotal. It may not be that important, but it's important. And you got to make a choice. 7 of Cups is your present position. And I feel that with that being in the present position, Seven of Cups, that represents you going in a specific direction that could be auspicious for you. And you can't see it right now, but it's actually going to be propitious for you. It's going to mad work for you. Future position, it's funny, Six of Pentacles. You're going to get help. Make sure it's from the right source, but you're going to be getting a lot of help. So this in reverse, from the right people. King of Pentacles, that's the subconscious. And I feel that in the subconscious position, you're experiencing a lot of allies, but you feel like there's a block there. There's something blocking it. Judgment, future goals. And I feel that you're going to pass the test with flying colors. You don't see it coming. Advice card, Seven of Pentacles. And I feel that that connects to looking at a situation and looking at the whole of a situation. Energy that's all around you, the world. I feel that you're coming across a place where you have a lot of support, you have a lot of people that like you. I feel that you have a lot of allies. You also have a lot of people coming at you. You have a lot of support. Knight of Cups, Fears, and Hopes card. I feel that you have hopes for dashing into a situation, even though you kind of... I feel like it's a situation where you know better. And you're taking a risk, but you know it's the right one. Chariot, movement. Everything's going to work out. With that being said, if you want a more personalized reading, please contact me at ravenbyterra22 at yahoo.com. Peace.